Hey guys, today I'm going to be trying out a Morphe palette, which I have actually never tried a Morphe palette before, and with all the drama that's going on the internet at the moment, basically I never bought this, and I've never used it before, and I just wanted to see if I could put it to the test and see if Morphe shadows really are as crappy as people say they are. Something I think is weird about this eyeshadow palette is that they did have names for these eyeshadows, but it was only on the plastic portion of the palette, and then when you get rid of that, there's no names anymore. So love that for me. You know how I usually put up like the palette next to it and I say I'm going into this shade, I'm going into that shade. Well, you're just gonna have to really pay attention to the colors I go into, because there's no names for it. I checked out the plastic stuff because obviously I don't want to have plastic over my makeup when I'm using it, so yeah.
Okay, so the first shade I went into was this light brown, and I used it as my transition shade. As always, I blended it into the crease, and I noticed already that I was having some blending issues. My problem is that there was no lighter brown shade to use as a transition shade, and it just looks really muddy, as you can see. It's just not blending well. I've never really had this issue with a transition shade before, and I think that I'm pretty good at eyeshadow, so yeah. And I always use this brush, so I just didn't understand the problem. And then I was being a daredevil and went into this darker brown shade, and it got worse. I put it on the outer corner and I tried to blend it into the crease, and the darker brown and the lighter brown just were not meshing well together. I think that if two shadows are in a palette, they should mesh well together, and these ones just weren't. I'm going to show you in a second a close-up of just how bad this looks. So can you see the two like gradients of the shadow? No, like usually with eyeshadow it marries together, it blends together, but this one just didn't, and you can just see the blending issues and where the dark brown is and the light brown. So then I used my finger with this brown metallic shade. This shade wasn't actually that bad, it's more colour preference. I usually like a more blingy metallic. This one was actually okay, just not my favourite. And then I put the white metallic shade in the inner corner. Yet again, it just wasn't as blingy as I would like it to be. So overall, this palette is just a dud in my opinion. I just don't think it's that good. And especially for colours like this that usually do blend well, I just don't think this is worth the money. So basically what I'm saying is I do think that Morphe shadows are crap, just like people were saying they were. And this is my review. I hope that you enjoyed this, and if you did like this palette, then please keep using it. I'm not telling you that you can't. In my opinion, it's just bad. See ya!